Hi guys, this is Tinro. Welcome to KSP Science Exploration Adventure. Today we continue from where I left off last time, scampering around on the surface of SETI with Bill, our engineer. Let's go from there. Volume reach 348. 348 over. Okay, so I didn't try taking it from a locker in my tests. I can probably shimmy down this ladder and drop it. So hopefully I can do that without busting it. And then I just have a bunch of batteries. I'm using batteries so that I can continue running the experiments into the evenings. Okay, max volume. I want to keep my inventory open actually, because I think the experiments might take a while. And so that'll help reduce the time if it can run through the evening too. Let's see, G for grab. Put that over here. All right, I'm going to position it on this side. G grab. So I want it kind of like this, but this way, because of the way it unfolds. I think that looks good. So hopefully that doesn't run into anything. Let's extend this. Should get most sun. I mean, that might look a little strange sticking up at an angle like that, but it's not really high enough to deploy it. I think the low quality ones were 0.7 energy a second, and this one is 8, I believe, so it's significantly higher. And we're done with Bill. We don't need Bill any longer. I'm going to get Bob, because he's my highest level scientist, and I'll have him recalibrate the experiments and we'll see what the difference is. So this is a 75, recalibrate to a 125. So you can go above 100, I didn't know that. 25 to 75, 50 to 100, and 50 to 100. Now I have a toolbar option for this. SCP, Central Station, play, 50 days, 50 days, 80 days. Wow. That's going to take a long time. Now I've got my impact hammer. So I will toggle my pod, decouple it, go the other way, toggle, decouple, and I'll do a third one, toggle, decouple. I'll be relatively close to this with all my other biomes. Toggle hammer. 77% experiment value, that's not too bad. Collect seismic data for 38.6 science, which I will keep. Collect all of the data, and I think that's everything I can do here. So I'm going to head south into the highlands, south into the plateaus, and then west to the lowlands. And I don't want to get too much acceleration horizontally that I have to burn off. Okay, retrograde. I'm in the Highlands now. Imaging data for the Highlands, 16 science. I'll transmit that. Alrighty. Seismic data. Gathered precise acceleration data while subjecting this vessel to the situation. So materials bay. Generic, 62.5 science. Keep it. Mystery goo. You observe the goo, 25 science. Keep it. We'll send Bob out. I'll just collect everything with my vessel. Transfer back to Bob. Reset this. Guess that's not ready to be reset yet. I'll get an EVA report. 20 science. Take a surface sample. 75 science. Keep that. And board. Seismic camera is 80. Let's see, I came from the north. So, well, which way is north? But EVA Tannery. She's facing almost northish. So, I'll extend one of these, toggle the couple. Let's see if this increases. 94%. Collect that seismic data. .1 science. Keep that. Collect it. Now I want to go south west to get to this other biome. 1400 meters a second of delta V left on that. This looks pretty flat. So I'll start canceling this horizontal speed. Let myself fall for a little bit. So I'm gonna have enough delta V to hit all but one biome, the poles, I think, because there's 5, aren't there? So I'll be getting 3 out of 5. Midlands, Highlands, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be getting 4 out of 5. Visual observation, 12 science. I need to write a note in my notepad so I don't forget. About science definitions. Seismic data, 50 science, I'll transmit that. Materials bay, 62.5 science, keep it. Mystery goo, 25 science, so I'll keep that. Have Bob reset those experiments. I'll collect all this data. Gamma ray. I might be repeating that one because it's not letting me take it, but it's not getting rid of it. I'll restore this. Restore this. EVA report. 20 science. Surface sample. 75 science. I'll keep it. And then I'll board. And let's take a look at the impact hammer. 70%. Let's send off this one. Toggle to couple. 95%. That's good enough. .7 science. I'll keep that. Now I want to go southwest, west being 270. I might push myself a little. Looks a little flatter over there than where I think I'm heading. Let's see. Visual observations, 18, 12 science. I'll transmit that. Imaging data should also be biome-specific. 16 science. Transmit that. Okay, seismic data, 50 science. Transmit. Materials bay. 62.5. Mystery goo. 25. EVA Bob again. Take a surface sample, 75 science. EVA report, 20 science. And I think that's all that I'm going to be able to do here for this mission. I don't think I should do anything else. So all aboard. And go into orbit. Okay, I want to drop behind SETI so I don't get picked up by it again. So that I can slow down and fall back to Gale. So I'm going to choose this place to extend my orbit to escape. Now I don't want to spend a long time spinning around because I don't have the food for it. 4 days before I start starving. So I'm just going to shrink my orbit down. And speedily head back home. I'll pull down my periapsis. My apoapsis, rather. My periapsis is also shrinking. I'm not too worried about that. I just don't want to enter the atmosphere going like 3,000 meters a second. I could have been a lot more efficient about doing this, but I have so much fuel, I'm being lazy. Hi guys, this is Tinro from the future after I already did all these things in the episode while I'm editing it. I just want to make a note, there's a difference between being lazy and being stupid, and I think what I'm doing here is kind of stupid. I avoid these ballistic trajectories down into the atmosphere if I were you guys, or moving forward I'll try to do that myself. You want to do a slight incline from a circular orbit so that you don't take too much heat, because bad stuff might happen. Alright. Now I can retract this antenna as well as my solar panels. And before I lose probe control, I can burn off some of this. I'll turn it off before I... Oh, I tried retracting it. I did. Oh well. As long as that doesn't take my experiments with it. What is that? Nothing worth worrying about. Turn on experiment tracker. I'm out of plasma. Hello? Hello? Oh, am I out of powder? Oh, I have power. What's going on? Oh, my battery was on top of my... There we go. I slowed down time, transferred my reserve power to my primary power. I've got 12 minutes of that. I was definitely panicking for a second. Didn't realize that, should put some batteries in better places, I guess. Let's restore this. I'm at 2,000. There we go. I was worried that this mission was going to be a bust. Oh, there go my pods. I didn't even realize those were on the same stage. I wasn't paying attention. Whew. I thought that was going to be a horrible ending to that. Reserves to main. So those are underwater. My electric charge really transferred 25% of reserve power to mains EC. 25% of 58 is more than 10. Okay, 1,152.1 science earned. Almost up to 1,600 science now. Those parts were worth almost 26,000, so it was worth bringing that whole thing back. Everyone's up to level 3, except for Tanri, because she just got there. Up to level 2. Probably because I went out and went around the sun as well, so. Success. Big scare at the end. I thought that I was going to kill all my Kerbals. Glad I was able to slow down time. And save the day. So let's take a look at Niven. We've discovered it with our telescope. It's more towards 0. It's an internal orbit. Physical characteristics, we can see the gravity is 0.5, so it's got half the gravity of Gale, and it also does have an atmosphere. 0.12 atmospheres, starting at about 65,000. So because the gravity is going to make it less likely for me to visit multiple biomes, I'm probably going to land wherever I land. And because there's an atmosphere, I'll see if I can use some parachutes to help with my descent so that I don't spend as much fuel trying to land. See if I can make use of the atmosphere. See, the info on Niven. The beautiful orange sky here made mouths water on first observation. Kerbal knows that since it's closer to the star, it's going to be a little warmer outdoors than anyone is accustomed to on Gale. Also, one of these updates added to the KSpedia, Galileo's Planet Pack. You can find information on all that stuff that used to be on the wiki. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.